That's right. Welcome to the Johnny Dog Show. We've been gone for a little bit, but that's not our fault. We got into it with another podcast, Pull the Time, and well, they came up and shot up our porch. So that put us out. Wasn't a pandemic or nothing like that. Just a bunch of assholes with accordions and machine guns. But story for another time. But we're back. We're moving up because we are now in a garage. So we're moving up from the porch to a garage. So that's very good. We have our news team here. We have Grumpy Gus and, as usual, Irene Maiden covering today's stupid news. And, like I said, things are the way they are, We've been gone for a little bit, but again, that wasn't our fault. We just had to reset the studio. So, here we are. Whether you like it or not, I guess. But we're all here together in this room, right? Yeah. Everybody doing good? Everybody doing good? Everybody sober enough? Okay. Sober enough? Good. Well, we'll be right back after this message, and then we'll kick off with some news.
This segment is brought to you by K-Dog, Indianapolis' favorite dealer. White Widow. Among the most famous strains worldwide is White Widow, a balanced hybrid first bred in the Netherlands by Greenhouse Seeds. A cross between a Brazilian Sativa landrace and a resin-heavy South Indian Indica. White Widow has blessed every Dutch coffee shop menu since its birth in the 1990s. Its buds are white with crystal resin, warning you of the potent effects to come. A powerful burst of euphoria and energy breaks through immediately, stimulating both conversation and creativity. White Widow. Get some today. Wherever you get your weed from. Go to your local dispensary. Meet your dealer behind the bar. White Widow. Smoke some today.
This segment is sponsored by the Bertolini family. You need somebody whacked. Some jerk giving you problems. Somebody you know got a big mouth? Maybe even a rat problem? Call 1-800-WACK-JOB. The Mafia's finest hit service. We'll send the best and reliable hit team to take care of your problem. We can offer services that will end your troubles and bring you peace of mind. Trust us. They'll never know what's happening or even see it coming. We guarantee a perfect hit job every time. 1-800-WACK-JOB. Plus, if you call now, we'll even dispose of the bodies for you. Up to a family of 4. Act now. 1-800-WACK-JOB. The only hit service you'll ever need.
Guys, I think we really need to sit down and talk about this sponsor thing. Yeah. I'm disappointed in all of you. Jimmy, really? Is that the best you can get these idiots to do? No. You know I mean idiot in the best of ways. Well, and now the news.
Residents of a small town in New Jersey awoke one day to find that all of the trees in their town square had been leveled by the city government. So what provoked this sudden aggression against the willowy branches lining the city center? Well, it turns out that the town didn't hate trees, just against the unhoused people using them for shelter during a blazing hot summer. The city's mayor told the press that he wanted to deter people experiencing homelessness from visiting the park because of complaints from other city residents. And if you're wondering, no, he did not propose building housing or shelters for the people who formerly found refuge in the square. Now, I think this is an extreme action. Cutting down trees in the town square where people like to go, that's pretty stupid. It takes a long time for a tree to grow, and this idiot mayor just cuts them down because their town doesn't like homeless people. The smart idea would have been to move the homeless in a designated spot. instead of cutting down the trees. Maybe have the townspeople chase them away with torches and pitchforks. Or the town could hired a bunch of wise guys and broke heads till they leave, but cutting down trees in the square seems excessive. I don't know. There were better alternatives. Now, back to our host.
Yeah, I would think that would be a little excessive. Cutting down all the trees like that, a little excessive. I mean, I'm sure they could have came up with a better way, you know. Maybe not your way. Don't be old bastard. But, I mean, in a good way. But, what do you think? No, I don't think that would work either, Jimmy. Anything involving guns probably wouldn't work. That's the town's decision, so, you know, you gotta, make a stupid decision like that. But really, everybody wants to plant trees, and you got this guy cutting them down, so it is what it is. It's what they do in Jersey, I guess. I don't know. I don't live there. Heard bad things. Any of you guys would like to live in Jersey? I didn't think so either. Yeah. So Irene, you have your stuff ready? Sure? Okay. Let's kick it off then.
Two Oklahoma people shot while attempting to make it rain bullets. An Oklahoma couple were injured after shooting their guns in the air in what police say was an attempt to make it rain bullets. Around 9:30 p.m., police officers responded to a call about shots fired in an Oklahoma neighborhood. They found a young couple wounded in a backyard. A man and his girlfriend suffered only minimal injuries. I believe drugs and alcohol played a part in this, one police officer claimed. For some reason, these two wanted it to rain bullets. I don't think it was a good idea, another officer reported. The man suffered 2 gunshot wounds, while his girlfriend was only grazed and suffered non-life-threatening injuries. He has been transferred to a local hospital and is currently in stable condition. Let that be a lesson for you. Bullets hurt. Why in the hell would you want it to rain bullets? Obviously their thinking was warped by something. Bullets hurt. Getting hit by one isn't a pleasant experience. Even on drugs or alcohol, everyone knows taking a bullet hurts. I once shot my dumbass man, and he told me it hurts. Both times. And now, back to our host.
Both times? You said both times, but you shot him once. Well, we're just gonna leave that alone. You can explain it to me during the break. We're gonna take a quick break.
This segment is brought to you by K-Dog, Indianapolis' favorite dealer. Space Candy. Space Candy originally comes from Heroes of the Farm, who bred this hybrid strain by crossing Cherry Space Queen and Cotton Candy. The genetic combination is as decadent as it sounds, as Space Candy inherits a unique flavor profile of candied apples and sweet cherry, counterbalanced by more tame earthy notes. Its effects may take some time to taper in, but once they do, expect to experience the mind-body balance of invigorating euphoria and deep physical relaxation. Space Candy. Get it today, from your nearest dope dealer behind the back alley, or local dispensary. Space Candy.
Boy, that Space Candy sounds good. You done it, fellas? Lady? Yeah. What are we smoking? Oh, hardcore G. Oh, there's an after that. Yeah. Well, we're back. Not sure what he's doing here, but I guess when you're a former president of the United States, you can do whatever the hell you want. You can hang out with whoever you want, I would assume. But why the hell is he here? And why is he hanging out with us? We're just a bunch of scumbags. I don't know. Yeah, That's what I was saying. Well, anyways, we have our guest who would like to do a couple of guest editorials, and this is the first one. Should I call you Mr. President or Mr. Former President? Well, anyway, sir, go ahead, do your thing.
My fellow Americans, this is a former President of the United States. I ask you, what has happened to marijuana reform 7 years ago? I got everything started. Where are we now? Former President Trump could have legalized it, but he didn't. Now, old Joe is in office, and we are still gonna know it. Every American should be able to roll a fatty and kick back. I know my wife and I do. We smoke the place out while blasting Marvin Gaye at high volume. It's the American way. We have a few states that are still dragging their feet. States that have politicians voting for man. This is actually true. While down a lot of alcohol, politicians that drink excessive amount of alcohol and then end up in the news driving drunk. Yeah, financing. I'm talking about your husband. Trust me, I know politicians who stumble around the White House not knowing where they are. Yeah, Joe, I'm talking about you. Or maybe it's dementia. I don't know. Every American in all 50 states should be able to light up. If DC can light up, maybe they would come up with better ideas. But those drunk politicians still resist. Make America truly great again. Light up, smoke it out, legalize it, a little flow, and it will not kill anyone. You might even end up as President of the United States. And now, back to our civilian host.
Just doesn't get any weirder than it is. Yeah. Well, no, I'm not talking about this. President, former President, yeah. Sir. It was good. No. It was pretty good. Let's go to the news.
A Florida woman and her daughter have been arrested for assaulting her husband. A Florida woman and her daughter have been arrested for attacking her husband while he criticized their cooking. Around 6:45 p.m., Jacksonville police were called to a home due to domestic violence. When police arrived, they were greeted with a strange sight. A woman, age 45, armed with a frying pan, along with her daughter, age 14, and armed with a large pot, chasing a beaten and bloody man, age 48, who happens to be the woman's husband and girl's father. Police described the scene. He was running around the family car, yelling, "It's my birthday." The women were shouting, "We know. We're going to give you a gift you'll never forget." One officer reported, "It's been stated the woman and her daughter spent the evening cooking a birthday dinner for her husband. During dinner, the man began to complain and criticize his wife and daughter's cooking, which set off the argument. The man was taken to a local hospital. The woman and her daughter were taken to the local police station and then released. Now, I agree with this sister and her wonderful daughter. If my daughter and myself prepare a nice birthday dinner for my man, he knows he better sit there, look stupid, and eat our cooking. He knows if he talks bad about our food, which we spent all evening to prepare, he's going to get the life beat out of him. Or worse, his dumbass will end up buried in my flower garden. Men, never disrespect a woman's cooking. If you aren't helping cook it, stand there, look stupid, and keep your mouth shut. Now, back to our host.
We've covered this before. We've covered this before, haven't we? Well, you weren't here, but Jimmy and Irene were. Man, stop doing it. Stop criticizing your wife's cooking, or your daughter's cooking, or both of their cooking while they're doing the cooking. It's that simple. If they are doing the cooking, you gotta keep your mouth shut. Do like I do. Stand there, or sit at the table, whatever you prefer. Look stupid. Sit there, and then eat the food. It's that simple. But if you're not cooking it, and you criticize, and you get your ass kicked, well, that's what happens. So, we've covered this before. And like I said, it always ends the same. Man complains, he gets beat with a frying pan, woman and goes to jail. And then the man looks stupid, and then he still has to eat her cooking. So, yeah. So, let's stop doing this, fellas. Let's get on the ball. And while you're thinking about that, we're going to take a break.
This segment is brought to you by K-Dog, Indianapolis' favorite dealer. Hardcore OG, also known as Hardcore OG Kush, is a potent indica-dominant hybrid marijuana strain made by crossing Big Bud with DJ Short Blueberry. Hardcore OG is a California strain bred with the stalwart cannabis veteran in mind. Its dense, pungent buds produce thick coats of resin that can be extracted for potent, and we mean potent, concentrates. The weight of Hardcore OG's indica side sinks throughout the body of submerging stress, pain, and other ailments under its crushing THC content. If you're looking to get crushed, you know where to meet me. Behind the bar, in the alley, or on the corner. You can also get this at your local dispensary. Get hard. Hardcore OG.
My fellow Americans, this is our former president again. Do you need to watch that video? If you do, have you seen this American? Sylvester Stallone has a new superhero movie out on Amazon. It is an action-packed movie. I recommend all Americans watch. Stallone plays an old man. The people fought that in a fight with his brother, a young white boy, believes he is still alive. This young man's mind is blown when he finds out this American is still alive. The city is immediately trying to take control, and Samaritan has to either stay in, hiding, or help the city. Again, I say, this is a good movie. The movie is a good twist, but I won't spoil it. My wife and I rolled a fat blunt and watched this movie. I, as American inflation, yeah, I said that joke. We both enjoyed this different take on the superhero genre. Stallone has really been on a roll, and we hope you will enjoy this wonderful American movie. Now, back to our civilian host.
So you're advertising movie reviews too, huh? On Amazon. No, you're the president, you can do it. Former president. I'm sure you still have some power, especially with all these Secret Service agents in my front yard. It's okay. I enjoyed that movie too. I'm a Stallone fan. Samaritan is a good movie. If any of you idiots out there ain't seen it yet, you should go see it. It's on Amazon Prime. If you don't have Amazon Prime, maybe ask your neighbor or your family member who does have it for their password. I don't know. However you kids do it nowadays. But yeah. No, you're pretty good, Mr. President. Pretty good. I don't want you to do anymore, but I can't stop you because you have armed men in my yard. Yeah. Okay, well, at least so far with the news, we've known that the idiots that really make the news are at least not in the state of Indianapolis, so that's a good thing. So let's take it off to our last news.
An Indianapolis man ends up in the local hospital after attempting to wrestle a wild raccoon. A 27-year-old Indianapolis man was taken to a local hospital after attempting to wrestle a raccoon while he was drunk. The man and his friends were in his backyard consuming alcohol. When it was reported, a 10-pound raccoon wandered into the yard. The individual, it is claimed, that his friends he could pin the raccoon to the ground for a 3 count. We were really trashed at that point. One person said, "Maybe it wasn't the best idea, but when you're trashed on alcohol it made sense. I told him he was being stupid." His wife has been reported to have said, "You're going to end up in the hospital if you do that," but he didn't listen. Reports say the man leapt off his deck and landed on the raccoon. A wild struggle ensued, and the man managed to get his 3 count. Due to his injuries, the emergency medical team were called to the scene. Dude, he was a tough little guy, but I managed to pin his shoulders to the ground. I can pin any man or animal for 3. Dude, the man has said. Now I think this young man should be commended. It takes a lot of moxie to pin a raccoon. It takes a lot of guts to attempt to pin any wild animal. When I was a young man, I used to chase wild animals around and attempt to pin them. I would even chase people around and pin them too, whether they liked it or not. One time, I had 4 police officers attempt to arrest me because I pinned some guy and his wife. The cops were mad or something. I managed to pin all 4 of them twice before they got the cuffs on me. I challenged this young man to try and pin me, but my psychiatrist says it isn't healthy for me. Now, back to our host.
What the hell is wrong with you? Really? After this show, me and you are gonna sit down and have a long talk about this. I'm just saying. Yeah. Your psychiatrist said it's not healthy. Not everybody in the room's looking at you all weird. And then you're gonna have to actually bring the story after I said there are no idiots in Indiana. You have to prove that there's one that's living in Indianapolis, in the same city that we all live. That's just a great job. Yeah. Like I said, when this show's over, me, you're gonna sit down and we're gonna discuss some things before we move forward. Well, we're going to take a break for a minute, and we'll go from there.
This ad is sponsored by Big T, the Midwest's favorite loan shark. Are you short on money? Need that cash quick? Then go see Big T on the corner of 30th and Rural. Big T will loan you the money at a 15% VIG. That's right, 15%. It's the deal of the month. Big T will spot you the cash, no matter how much, at a crazy 15% VIG. Get in on this deal now. If you owe money on late bills, protection payments, gambling debts, blackmail payments, sugar daddy money, side chick money, baby mama, or baby daddy payments, drug money, hush hush money, it doesn't matter. Big T has your money ready. If you're a first-time borrower today, we guarantee the best service. Your first late payment, we break your finger instead of your leg. How's that for customer service? Big T will only break your leg after the 4th late payment. Most competitors break it after the 2nd late payment. That's because Big T cares about his customers. Remember, Big T always says, dead dudes don't make payments, but a busted up guy is still alive to get my money. Big T, the Midwest's #1 loan shark. Get your loan today.
You know, I think I'm just going to sit everybody down at the table. And we're going to discuss certain aspects of advertising. I think guys should, like, I don't know, shoot up instead of down. I don't know. But we're going to sit down and discuss this before you guys leave, before we do this again. Jimmy, you stay out of the way. I don't want you in the range of fire. I just think you guys are a bunch of freaking idiots. Think you can do better than that. Especially our advertising guy. Stay off the street corner, moron. Well, I think this is the end of it. We're out of news, and I'm out of patience, and well, we'll be back next time. You know the deal. Like everybody says, you know, if you like what you hear and so forth, you can subscribe or something. You know, there's like some subscription thing and some kind of thing with some kind of bell or something. Yeah, you know what to do. So yeah. So this is me and my 3 People in here are Jimmy Dogs on controls as usual. Irene Maiden on the news, along with Gus, who's going to sit down with me twice and discuss some things before he moves forward. Aren't we, Gus? Yeah. I'm interested to hear what you have to say. No, really, I am. Well, we'd like to say, good night, good evening, good morning, whenever the hell you're listening to this. But maybe you feel better about yourself now that you know there are people out there that are more stupider than you. Yeah. Well, so long.